Hello, 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 my family, my friends, my people. What's happening? Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving was kind of quiet this year, although we did spend some time getting some rest and some relaxation. We did work a little bit during the holidays. Didn't do what we normally would have done. We would have been traveling, but today I just wanted to come on for a few minutes. It's been a minute since I've done my Motivation Monday show, and been going through a lot of things, good and bad, since we've last done the show. But Motivation Monday is here to help motivate other people, but also to motivate myself. Mondays is to really sometimes a very hard day to get going. And many times after you've had a weekend, I heard somebody say the other day, this morning, one of my prayer partners was like, I think I need to be off another day. I was like, man, you've been off since Thursday. You was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You had a 4-day holiday. And now it's Monday morning and don't nobody want to go to work. I know I didn't this morning. I was a little under the weather this morning, man. I don't know. I ate something that wasn't right. And so I didn't sleep very much. Hey, Shanika, thank you. You hear feedback? Okay, let me fix that. I got to get my microphone. That's why I got people that's going to check me out. Hold on. Let's see if I can fix the feedback. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's better on my end. Okay, let me turn that off too. Hopefully that's better now. Shadiqa, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate y'all stopping through today. I want to pray that everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We didn't eat too much. I know yesterday I found myself eating something yesterday that obviously didn't sit real well with me last night. So I took the morning off. And even one of my prayer partners this morning was like, Kenny, thank you. I can hear you. Thank you, guys. I think my staff has said it's better too. But thank you. This morning, one of my prayer partners was like, I think I need to go back to bed. I'm like, girl, you've been off for 4 days. It's nothing like a 4-day weekend, where you can just have some time. But I've got a word for you guys today. I want to give to you guys. I'm feeling really good today. A little discouraged. We had some deals that we thought we were going to be able to do that. My partner is telling me that they're not big enough. We need a bigger deal, some bigger deals. So we have to go back to the drawing board on some stuff and get some new investors to come in. That's just a part of what we do now. Our new job as a developer is finding the money, folks. That's what we have to do is go help find the people who have the money that want to invest in our community. And trust and believe there are quite a few people that do want to do that. But it takes a team to be able to put that together. So, just because something doesn't happen today doesn't mean that you're being, what's that term they say? Just because it's delayed don't mean it's denied. Sometimes, we get I get discouraged. Let me talk about us. I get a little discouraged when things don't happen exactly the way I want them to, exactly when I want them to happen. And so, I kind of had a quiet Thanksgiving, really in prayer a lot, you guys. If you guys haven't noticed, I've been really working on my spiritual being and my relationship with God more so than my financial being. Because I believe the better I feel, the better I believe God is going to just open up things for me. I don't know what you believe, but I believe that I'm getting better every day. I think I'm getting closer and closer to where God would truly want me to be. And I want to read this word to you. We got about 3 or 4 people. I appreciate if you guys would just say hi down in the comments. If you just tell me, hi, Kenny, if you would say, hi, Kenny, just so I know you're here. Just because you're here does not know I don't know you're here. I can see Shanika Thomas. She has said, God bless, and God bless you too. And thank you for letting me know that my mic was having some feedback today. But everybody else, if you guys could just say hi in the comments, I'd be grateful, just so I can see who's been supporting us. We've been doing this show for almost a year now. And I just come on to encourage people every day. And most of all, it encourages me. Because it makes me get into my word. It makes me look for what God is saying to me, makes me go and is 2 conversations going on. No, there's not 2 conversations going on. I hope am I still bad off, you guys? Susie, Bella, somebody, is my sound okay? I don't know if my sound is okay. Testing 1, 2. Does it sound like 2 conversations? I hope not. Let's see. I hope my mic is not going out or something. You know, these mics ain't cheap, man. Okay, it looks okay to me. But anyway, hopefully it's better. Anyway, I've got a word I want to read to you. November 29, 2021. Beloved, I would have you live your life as though the world were the whole world watched and you were unashamed. When you have truly given yourself to me, you will exhibit my character and nature and righteousness and peace. Be authentic, be an authentic ambassador. Second Corinthians 5:20 says, now then, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf to be reconciled to God. You know, I'm hoping I don't know, I can't see if you guys are telling me my sound is better. But one of the things that I do a lot is you guys see me, it says that they're fine now. So thank you, everybody. I think my staff says the sound is good now. So thank you, Susie Bella. But anyway, you know, a lot of times things are going on and we're looking at things through different eyes. And, you know, a lot of people see me come on live and they say, well, Kenny, why are you on live so much? Because what he's talking about right here, I believe that I am an ambassador for Christ. I think that I do set an example for us that we can be better Christians. We can be better to each other. We can be there for each other. We can give a word to each other. And those of you that are like me, we're always looking for guidance. You know, I'm normally looking for spiritual guidance because my word says, lean not to my own understanding, but if I acknowledge God, he would direct my path. So I lean on that a whole lot of times. And when I don't really know what to do, I'll look for God to tell me what to do. Even if it's it's just a measure of the anointing, I can feel it. And sometimes that answers, what's up, my brother? I'm working on getting my helicopter's license and also purchase a helicopter next year. That's my boy trying to get his helicopter license. Hey, praise be to God. Thanks for coming through, Leon. I'm going to address that in just a second, but I want to share something right now with folks because we have a whole lot of people out there that are very discouraged, a lot of people that give up, a lot of people who quitting, you know, and just not following through, you know. And one of the things I was always taught is to follow through. When you start to do something, you finish it. Just like my boy Leon right here saying that he started working on his helicopter's license. Once you start on that thing, you can't stop. It may take you 10 years. It may take you 2 months, but you don't stop. You don't give up on nothing. And you live your life as if the whole world was watching you and you're not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of who I am. You know, my kids sometimes say, Daddy, you be on too much. You be sharing too much stuff online. And well, what else is there? You know, there really is not, you know, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of what people think that I may be. You know, unfortunately, many times we start being, we don't want to turn our cameras on because we're scared of how we look. We're scared of how we're going to be perceived. And you know what? I just don't care what y'all think, man. You can think what you want to think, but I do know being online consistently, it does bring its greatest rewards. Because as a businessman, and I am not just as many of you guys don't have businesses, so you wouldn't want to be before the camera. You want to keep yourself private and you want to stay in your personal lane. Well, I'm a businessman. The more people that know about my business, the more people know me. And some people don't know me, but they know my business. Some people, most don't know me, but they know the persona that I portray on air when you guys see me. And so, you know, many of you guys weren't born to do this. I know it's not a natural thing that we do. This is almost natural for me. This is me talking to you guys through this camera. It's something I've been doing for over 20 years. So I do it with a different kind of a way. It's a part of my life. It's a part of what I am. And one of the things that the word is telling us, like here, you know, do what you do as if the whole world were watching. Okay, if the whole world was watching you and you weren't ashamed of who you are, you know, I've had that in my life where I was ashamed of this or ashamed of that. You know, I didn't want nobody to find out about this, about me or that, you know, because we have things that we want to tiptoe around. But when you really put yourself out here like this, there's no room for that type of stuff. You have to have a certain type of character, or people won't come on and watch you. And even if they do come on and watch you, people can come on and say all kind of nasty things and rumors and all of the things that can happen. But I don't worry about that, because people who know me, they know if you start saying something like that, the question is, who are you? I think I've been here for a long time. But beloved, I would that you would live your life as if though the whole world was watching, and you weren't ashamed. When you have truly given yourself to me, you will exhibit my character and nature and righteousness and peace. Be my authentic ambassador. 2 Corinthians 5:20. Now then, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. You know what? We can't do nothing without God. I don't know. I know we may have some atheists around here that don't believe in God, but I know that many of us, if not me, I can tell you, I've had too many experiences with God to be playing with him at this point in my life. God has brought me from a mighty long way, from places that I never thought I could come back from. I'm a testimony that God can turn anything into something. He can turn nothing into everything. And so I'm just coming on here today. It's just, be not ashamed of the gospel. Be not ashamed of your relationship with Christ. Be not ashamed of, whatever it is that you do. Stand up tall and just believe it, and be not ashamed. The follow through takes work. I know it do. If everybody can't do what they say and say what they do, a lot of times people be talking out the side of their neck. But the whole point is that when you really get grounded, what is it purpose that you would lie? What is it purpose that you wouldn't give it your all? And there's opportunities available. My pastor talked about it yesterday. Is that, when you do things with God in God's way, and you're doing things the way God has ordained us to do, that you can eat the fat of the land. We already know that when we obey, you're going to receive. But then there's times when we suffer. There are many people right now suffering. I know I've been through suffering times when I was in bad shape, and I was like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to make out of this. Yes, I've even had suicidal thoughts where I wanted to go jump off the roof, or go fly out the plane, or drive the bike off the edge, or all of those things. We have those things, but then I think to myself, if I did that, I'm going to miss tomorrow. God going to bless me to the point where I'm going to be able to tell somebody one day that I was on the edge of giving it all up. And I just said, God just kept saying, just hold on a little while longer. Because he said that no punishment lasts forever. And sometimes we're being punished. Sometimes God is just trying to get our attention. And he knows how to get mine. All he got to do is start snatching stuff from you. Start losing. Things not coming together the way you're accustomed to it. When you have an anointing on your life, there's certain things that you just expect is going to happen. And when that stops happening, you have to check yourself. I have to check myself. When things don't just start coming together the way they're supposed to, I have to go and look inside of myself, and see what do I need to change? What am I doing that's outside of the will of God? Because it's really that simple, y'all. If we obey our Father said he's going to give us great gifts. If you don't obey your Father, you can expect that you will be chastised. If you're being disobedient and not being chastised, I will be worried. Because when God chastises you, then you see things that are going to start happening that it seems like, why is this as if something strange has happened? But then at times, I've gone through times when God has truly got my attention. I went through addiction. I've been through a lot of things. And through my addiction, what I had to lean on is God. He showed me that if I continue to do what I'm going to do, what I was doing, I could not be blessed. I could not prosper. I could not move any further than where I was. I could not reap the land that God is giving me. I could not eat off the earth of the land, because you're being in disobedience. When you're in disobedience, you got nothing coming. Okay, I got nothing coming. Let me say me. I got nothing coming. Okay, and normally, but then when everything is perfect, everything is good, and everything that's good with me is not necessarily going to be good with you. I've struggled with that, because the word said there's no condemnation. And sometimes you want to condemn yourself about this or that or the other. He said he's not into that. He's not even into that. You know, you condemn yourself. I condemn myself. But praise be to God. We had a Savior, Jesus Christ, that came that we can be reconciled to God. And he's going to always deal with us in truth. You know, we can fantasize. We can do all the stuff. But God is going to come in truth. He's going to come in truth all the time. He don't come no other way. And see, and so therefore, when you know you're in Christ, you have an expectation that there's going to be a greater end, that something greater than where you are now is getting ready to happen. I'm always in expectation of what God gonna do next, because he's done so many things that I couldn't understand, that I have an expectation that that's where he comes. So all we have to do is do our part so he can do his part. But live it. Beloved, I would have you live your life as though the whole world were watching and you were unashamed. When you have truly given yourself to me, you will exhibit my character and nature in righteousness and peace. Be my authentic ambassador. 2 Corinthians 5:20. Now then, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. You know, a lot of us outside that. You know, you turned on the day because God wanted to tell you to be reconciled back to him. How do we do that? We have to do what he tells us to do, not what I tell you to do, not what your mama tell you to do, but what your conscience tell you to do right. You know, do you have some arts that you need to go repair? Is there somebody you need to say you're sorry to? Is there some things that you need to work on? You know, some things that you need to overcome, some things, you know, we all should be having some things to work on. I'm still working on some things. I'm always, you know, I just came out of a storm and I feel like I'm going back in one now. You know, what are we doing? Jesus says if we go to reign with him, you got to suffer with him. And guess what? He said all suffering ain't going to last, because he said after you have suffered for a while, you're going to reap if you don't faint. And that's what, how many times you've been close to fainting, just throwing in the towel, just walking away. And then God said, hold on for one more day, one more second. And you hold on. And then you look back and you say, man, he sure did turn that thing around. I mean, I was nowhere near where I'm at right now. I was on the verge of getting up out of here. I was on the verge of giving it up. I was on the verge of quitting. But he said, you can't be ashamed to share that with folks. That's why I come on, I do this show, because I'm not ashamed. I believe that we all suffer the same things, but some of us are ashamed to come on and tell the truth about your transgressions or the things that you suffer. People ask me all the time, Kenny, how can you come on and tell people that you were an addict? Because I was, and I'm not ashamed of it. No, I'm not proud of it, but I'm damn sure not ashamed, because it made me the man I am today. And praise be to God, today I'm not addicted to nothing, not one thing, a glass of water, okay? And why? Because it don't matter what you think about me. Because also my testimony, you shall be overcome by the testimonies. Okay, your somebody else's testimony gonna make you stronger. I'm hoping my testimony makes you stronger, make you to stand up in the face of adversity, stand up in the middle of people turning their backs on you, just standing up when you feel weak. When you're weak, he said he will make you strong. And you know, and I know that because I've been so weak where I couldn't even get out the bed. Could you imagine a big old black Negro like me that can't get out the bed because I'm all messed up? It's happened. It has happened to me where I just could not get up, did not want to get up, and I had to press my way on through it. And some kind of way I found a healing. I found some kind of way to turn that thing out, to say I did. God turned it around. And now I look back from whence I came, I'll be like, doggone it. I was talking to my daughter about that, because earlier, was it this year, last year? Was it this year? I think it was earlier this year. I was sick. Oh my God, I was sick. Not this year. It must be last year. It was last year before COVID hit. This was in 2020, at January, February. I just got back from Jamaica, and I went to Jamaica because I wasn't feeling too good in my spirit. I was feeling a little some kind of way. So I took off and went over there, and I was going to go have a good time and party and have, just don't even worry about nothing. And I had a great time. But then that's when I got back that very next day, I couldn't get out of bed again. I mean, I'm talking about just overcome with depression. Have you ever been that depressed where you couldn't get out of the bed? Well, I was like that, man. And my daughter came over and they tried to get me up and, Dad, do this. Y'all, I know y'all can't believe it, but it's the truth. It is the God honest truth. And my daughter, they was praying. Everybody was scared. And all of a sudden, I got a call. I called my doctor, and my doctor said, "Come on down here, Kenny. I got something for you." And I went to go see my doctor. And when I walked in, I was crying, y'all. Yes, I was in tears. And the doctor said, "Help is on the way." I said, "What you mean, help is on the way?" She said, "What's that you on right there?" I said, "I'm on 100 milligrams." She said, "Now you on 200. He said, "What's that other one? You on 50 milligrams, now you on 100. And she doubled all my medications that day and said, "Go to see the pharmacist." And I walked around there and went to the pharmacist and I took that thing. And before I got home, life was good again. I'm telling you that the little medication that they gave me, and they were telling me that those types of drugs, they make you want to commit suicide. They make you want to kill folk. They make you, when you're on antidepressants, you go the wrong way first. Let me tell you, that's the truth. You go the wrong way. You want to kill somebody, yourself, and everybody else. You don't really care. And all of a sudden, when she put me on the right dosage, man, I've been so level now. And now I can tell matter of fact, I just think about, I didn't even take my medicine today. That's why I'm feeling a little something right now. But, I can normally tell when I miss my medication. Okay. And I swear by it now, because I used to in the day say I didn't like to take no medication. I don't like taking no pills. Everybody who know me know I don't take too much. I take it till the symptoms gone. When they tell you to take it for 10 days and the symptom be gone in 2 or 3 days, I ain't taking no more. That's the way I've always been. But with these antidepressants, you have to take it and let it build up in your bloodstream, because if you don't, it never really works. Boy, can I tell you how that stuff works. Man, this free dope is way better than the dope you get on the street. I'm telling you, it just keeps you even. You ain't got to go looking for it. You ain't got to go hide for it. It just really just brings all those chemicals in your brain together, where it just gives you a peace that passes all understanding. And then things just come back alive. If you find yourself not wanting to do too much, if you find yourself being just really content, almost being lazy about different things, not wanting to go out, not wanting to, I'm one of them street dudes. I'm a dude, I always like to be doing something. But there was a time when I was sitting in the house for 3-4 days, and I was like, man, that ain't me. I'm a street Negro. I'm going to be outside somewhere doing something. So that's my word today. Beloved, I would have you live your life as though the whole world were watching you and you were not ashamed. When you are truly giving yourself to me, you will exhibit my character and nature in righteousness and peace. Be my authentic ambassador. 2 Corinthians 5:20. Now then, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. I know I've been working on my reconciliation, y'all. I got more time for God than I got money. And I know if we submit ourselves to God, God will submit himself to you. And I don't claim to be perfect, man, but I'm working on it, man. I got a few more little areas to work on. I got some stuff I got to work on, but it's always a work in progress. Thank you, Sheila. I see you. Thanks for coming through. We got 4 or 5 other people in the room today, but they don't talk to me. You know what the preacher says? Talk to me. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me today. No, I'm just kidding. I like coming on here like this and just doing whatever God gives me, man. I'm hoping that these Motivation Mondays have motivated you to, even so today, not to be ashamed. I know I do some crazy stuff sometimes, but I ain't ashamed of myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't always do what's right, but I'm not ashamed of myself. And I know that we always a work in progress. But you know what? I think my work is about done, because I've been working on my progress for so long that you got to arrive sooner or later. And I feel so close right now, y'all. Can I just say it? I feel like I can think a thing and it comes true. I think that all of it, it ain't even about them silver and gold no more. It's about who owns the silver and gold. And I'm just on another planet right now. Y'all gotta forgive me. Keep praying for your boy. That's my Motivation Monday. I'm hoping and praying that we just one person. We all working for. Yes, we are, Sheila. And I'm just hoping I've motivated you. Like some folk, y'all motivate me just seeing y'all show up in the room someday. Like, okay, at least they showed up. for a brother, you know. And sometimes I do these shows, and it behooves me how many people come and see these shows, and how long y'all watch them too. That's the other thing that I've been looking at lately, looking at the numbers. How long do I engage people with my show? And some shows are, I ain't gonna kid you, some is better than others. But we have a lot of engagement on our shows. I mean, when you start getting up over 100, 200 views on a show, you know, to me, that's incredible. You know, I know people got millions and all that, but I'm so grateful for 50. I'm grateful for 20 of y'all watching one of my shows, because that means that God has got a word that I might be able to speak to you that may help you. And that's really all I want to do, is just be a blessing, whether it be in my real estate career, or whether it just be showing you that we can live better, we can do better. When we know better, we can do better. You know, in fact, if you guys watched my show yesterday, I did a show walking, and I was just walking through the neighborhood, looking at how dirty the black neighborhood is, how filthy it is. And I was like to myself, you know, we need to all get together and go protest at City Hall or something. You know what I'm saying? Just because we got to do better for ourselves, man. We're waiting for these folks to do better for us, and we ain't doing nothing. We got people sleeping in cars out there. We got babies sleeping on back seats. We got folks using the bathroom out in the parking lot. We got folks using the bathroom on the side of their car in the middle of the night. Come on, you guys. I mean, I walk past it all over the place, all over the DBs, man. I walk through it. It smells like urinals all over the place. I'm like, I got to tell the truth. You know, y'all don't get out your cars and walk through East Oakland nowhere. You walk to your car and you drive through East Oakland and talk about how bad it is. Get out your car and go walk. Go get out and walk through the neighborhood and see what people living like. Okay? Man, you would be horrified. Mental illnesses all around. Did y'all see the show I did a couple weeks ago with the brother sleeping on the median on 94th and International? He done made his house on the median. He got a living room, dining room, and bedroom on the median on International Boulevard, y'all. Right across the street from two churches right there. It's like almost 90, right across from Dixon's Dixon's Fish Place down yonder, and right across the street from two churches. And I passed by there yesterday, bro, still there. He was sitting on the median, on a couch on the median, had a coffee table in front of him. And I was getting ready to give him some food. And I looked around, bro, man, he had food. But I'm like, man, are you serious? Are you really serious? He said, man, I said, where you sleep? He said, right there. I said, where your family? He said, I don't know. They left. They moved. It didn't tell him they was moving. Come on, that's cold-blooded when your family do you like that. They moved and didn't tell him. He said they moved to Sacramento somewhere. I said, you need me to help? He said, no. I was like, man, come on, bro. I know you can do better than sleeping on the median on International Boulevard. All somebody got to do is clip the curb a little bit, and you dead, man. You sleep. I'm talking about, you know, the median, on the median. Go back and look at my page about a week ago when I was out there walking and walked past the dude. Friday before last, in fact. Yeah, walked past the dude sleeping on the median, man. Come on. And then next time there's a car that's parked over here on Church Street. It's got two little boys that's in that car. Their parents sleep in the front seat, and the little boys are sleeping on the back seat of the car, and the car seats are reclined, and they living in there, and I don't even know if they got blankets. Half the time they ain't got no blankets on them, and it be cold out there too. Like, man, y'all don't even know. I don't know. I know it's very, very sad. You know, it's very, very sad, but we gotta help ourselves, man. I'm working on some things, y'all. I'm working on building some affordable housing. You guys have heard me talking about it off and on. You know, I'm encouraged one day, then I'm discouraged the next day. Today I'm a little discouraged on that front today. You know, some of my financing that we thought we had put together was not as solid as I thought it was, and that's normally the problem. I thought, you know, when somebody tell you they're gonna do something, you know, I vetted them and I know they can. But whether they will is something totally different. So we are looking for some sources for financing right now. We have a source, but they want too much of the project. And, you know, we're not going to be giving away the community. We want to make sure we maintain ownership in the community. So I'm not letting nobody come outside of this community and not invest. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to come invest, but You're not having no ownership here. This is about us and for us. I want to make sure we have ownership, and so that's what we working on. We want to own our projects, and we don't want to have to give away a percentage of our projects just to get them out the ground. And it's just almost like when you think about the record industry, how record recording artists got to sell their soul to get a contract, and then because you don't know you can get that contract, and you so willing to do anything to get the contract, and then once you get the contract and you start looking at the contract, you're like, man, this ain't in my favor. I ain't stupid. Okay, I know what it looked like, and I ain't giving away the farm. I won't build nothing before I let y'all come in and play me. And that's kind of what it is. It's just playing. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't really have a whole lot of heart for that. But I'm looking for people, and I'm not even looking for them because my God said he would provide. I'm expecting the phone to ring any minute. Somebody say, I got 100 mil, can he come build? There's a whole lot of money. But guess what, y'all? Y'all may not have known it, but black folk got a lot of money around here. Y'all need to quit playing. Some of us ain't got no money, but there's a lot of black dollars that have accumulated in these here United States. So y'all better quit messing with. I talked to some cats that got, man, I know they got it. And they look just like me and you, and they got it. I can't even begin to call no names on them, but I know they got it, and they ain't playing with it. They looking to invest it too. Amen. But it's finding that right mix of folks, man. I thought I had this cat that was ready to put it down in the community. He was gonna loan me. I ain't gonna tell you how much he's gonna loan me because it really don't make that much difference. But I'm looking for somebody not to necessarily replace him, but to supplement. You know what I'm saying? Because I may have to go back that route anyway, and I'm not talking badly about anybody. What I'm really talking on is just to diversify yourself. Never have all your eggs in one basket, because one that happens is if that basket, somebody don't want to fund your basket, then you're going to go out, you're going to be out of the basket business. And so from my perspective, I have to always be looking at other perspectives and looking at other ways to getting things done, as well as being on my hands and my knees, you guys. That's sometimes you just got to pray that thing through and have an expectation that it's going to just come. It's going to find me right when I need it to. And it's not even about me, because we almost doing this work for free. I was telling one of my partners, or he's actually my project manager, man, I would do this for free, because it's so fulfilling when you can see your people thriving from the work that you do. I don't think that there's no amount of money that you can pay me for that, So we are looking at projects. I had one project, two projects I had to turn down this morning. I told them I got to midnight to decide, but the meetings we had today, they didn't go as like I wanted them to. They told me my projects is too small. They want me to go find bigger projects. And I was like, okay, man, I thought this was a humongous project, but it wasn't big enough for them, and I respect it. And sometimes it just takes to have more conversations. You just got to have more conversations about, what your expectations are. And I needed to ask more questions about what their expectations was of me. I guess from my perspective, I was just happy to be in the room with them, because sometimes, you find yourself in places you like, man, how did I get in this room with these people, man? That they would even be, just the fact that they would offer me that kind of money is like, wow, I had to go home and check my underwear, because I almost pooped my pants when he told me how much money they was going to let me have to. I was like, oh my God. But it ain't over, y'all. There's still some more stuff coming down the pipeline. You guys pay attention to what's going on in the bigger world. There's a lot of African-American Black development that's going on around the city. And we tapping in, y'all. We gonna tap in, and once we get it, we solidify our positions within some of that's gonna happen. We're gonna come back and bring y'all a report as to how it's getting down. Because I know a lot of y'all see it all the time, like I have my whole life. We drive through the city and we say, man, I could do that, I could do that. Man, if they would just give me a chance, if I could just figure out how to get a chance, man, I ain't gonna squander it. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm saying, look, I can do this deal. I know I can do it. Don't matter how big or small the deal is. We got we got everything we need to do any deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how big. Yes, I was focused on small deals because my people need small deals. But you know what? My people also need some big deals. So we looking to go throw our hook out in the middle of the ocean. we've been fishing over here in the river, in the back rivers, but now we want to go sit out here in the main river, and throw our hook out there and see if we can't catch something big out there. You know what I'm saying? So that we can just turn around and use that for our glory, for God's glory, man. So I'm in the deep water, y'all. I'm telling you this morning. If I wasn't so rooted and grounded, I'd probably be in the bed right now because they knocked me off. They knocked me off my throne, off my little spot, what they call your square. He knocked me off my square today, but I'm fighting, y'all. I'm fighting for it. And I decided to come on and just do Motivation Monday because I needed it myself. Sometimes this is therapy for me. Do y'all understand what therapy is? Therapy is when you talk about it and you listen to yourself and you go back and do y'all understand that this is like part of my therapy? I'm therapeutic in myself because I'll go back and listen to this and I'm like, man, and I'll take some notes the second time through and then, and just keep showing up, man. Just keep showing up. So I appreciate y'all coming through. The word says November 29th, 2021, beloved, I would have you live your life as though the whole world watched and you were unashamed. When you have truly given yourself to me, you will exhibit my character and nature in righteousness and peace. Be my authentic ambassador. 2 Corinthians 5:20 says, now then, we are ambassadors for Christ as though God were pleading through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. That's my word for you today is just be reconciled to God. Be not ashamed of who you are. Be willing to put it all out on the line every day. And, I believe God will truly bless you. Amen. Y'all take care. Bye.